So, James, tell me what I can do for you.
Well, I have had some difficulty with a company called Frank's Furniture Removals, and I want to make them pay for what they have done to me.
Right, James. Let's go back to the beginning. What happened exactly?
Oh, okay. Last month, my wife and I moved house. As part of the move, we hired Frank's Furniture Removals to transport our furniture from our old house to our new house.
And you had an agreement with Frank's Furniture Removals. Did you actually sign a contract?
No, Frank came recommended by a friend, and so we just reached an oral agreement. Is that a problem?
No, not necessarily, but normally it is better to have a written agreement. Obviously, it makes things clearer, but it's possible to have an oral agreement, and the most important thing is the agreement itself, I guess. What exactly did you agree with Frank's Furniture Removals?
To move the furniture, of course. What do you think?
Yes, I guess that, James, but under what conditions? Presumably he agreed to be there at a certain time and you agreed to pay him. What were the details of the agreement?
Well, he agreed to come to my house on the 4th of July at 9 a.m. and to transport all my furniture to my new address. In return, I agreed to pay him £5,000. I have a good deal of furniture, and so he needed to use a number of trucks and removal men. He said it would take all day to get the job done, and a team of 6 removal men, not including Frank himself.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, he turned up at 10 o'clock in the morning, an hour late, and we only had 2 workers with him. When I asked him where the other workers were, he said that they would be there later. In the meantime, he suggested that I give them a hand.
And did you?
No, I'm not in the habit of paying someone £5,000 to move my furniture and then start moving it myself. What do you think?
I'm just trying to find out what happened. So, what went wrong apart from the fact that he didn't have a team of 6 men? Did he actually promise you that there would be 6 men there?
No, not exactly, but he said 6 men would be necessary to do the job. And judging by what happened, he was right.
So the removal didn't go as planned.
You could say that. First, the removal ended up taking 2 days and not 1 day. And secondly, the furniture was damaged. There was a piano and that obviously dropped because one of the legs is damaged and it no longer stays in tune. Also, an old bureau that is an heirloom from my wife's family was scratched and some pieces seem to have gone missing.
Okay, well there seems to be both civil and criminal liability here. You can sue Frank's Furniture Removals for the damage done to the furniture. However, for the furniture that's missing, you're going to have to go to the police and make out a report stating that you've been robbed.
I've done that, but the police don't seem to be too interested. They went to his address and there's no one there. Moreover, apparently there's no actual company called Frank's Furniture Removals. They rang the number I had, but no one answers, and apparently it is registered to an old lady who knows nothing about it.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look good, James. If you wanted to bring an action against Frank's Furniture Removals, you'd first have to find an address for Frank. You said a friend recommended him? Have you talked to your friend?
Well, it's not so much a friend. In fact, it was a guy I met in a bar and I don't know his name.
Well, that's not great. And even if we found Frank, if that is his name, you would have to decide the amount of your claim.
I've decided that all right. I had furniture and the piano valued and I've lost close to £15,000 thanks to that guy.
Okay. Well, that would allow us to decide what kind of action to bring. In a matter like this, we will probably bring a fast-track claim. It's faster, as the name suggests, and cheaper as a result.
Good, well that is what I want to do, so.
Yes, but as I said before, prior to bringing the action, we need to know who Frank really is. How did you pay him, by cheque or credit card?
No, I paid him in cash. He offered to give me a reduction of 1,000 if we kept the transaction under the table, and so I paid him in cash, and I didn't get a receipt.
Oh, no. So you don't even have any proof of payment, James. Well, I hate to say it, James, but you have messed up big time.